Hello everyone, I made this beautiful design from Remnants by combining any two contrasting solid or solid and printed cloths it can be made. So let's see the whole process. After tracing my favorite fitting, I'm drafting both neckline here. So I mark the width 5 inches. So this is 5 inches mark and mark 3 inches deep and join these 2 points. Now draw 2 inches wide same shape right under this neckline. This is the armhole. Again I will draw 2 inches wide same shape here. Now take the template and fold 2.5 inches and draft the side line again. Now cut out these shapes, and after cutting label every part carefully so you don't lose track of it later on. Now put it aside and let's work on the back panel of the shirt. First trace the back of the shirt. Mark the back neckline 2 inches deep and the width is 5 inches, same as the front neckline. Now we will do the same drafting as we did in front panel. So instead of measuring and drafting, just use the front panel cutouts and draft all the shapes, and afterward cut and label. And don't forget to mention front and back too, that is important because there is a difference in sizes. So once you draft, then double check by putting all the shapes on top and then cut it out. For full length sleeve, take 3 or 4 inches extra than your required length. Start drafting 2.5 inches down from the top. Mark the required length. Now mark the width of your sleeve and also mark 1.5 inches extra. Now join these 2 points by drawing a straight line. Now draft your normal sleeve drafting under this line. Now draft 2.5 inches wide, same shape. Now extend your drafting to the 1.5 inches extra that we marked earlier. Then draft your normal sleeve from there. For the sleeve cape, we will do further adjustments at the time of attaching it to the sleeve. Now cut out the front and back panel on folded piece of fabric, but make sure to leave seam allowances. Make sure to keep the center front and back on the folded side of the fabric and the armhole side toward the open side. Make sure to fold all the cutout fabric pieces in its paper templates to avoid any confusion later on. The bottom I will leave it for now and I will cut it out later on. I'll cut sleeves from this leftover cloth. From this second piece of cloth, I'll cut all 4 side panels, 2 front and 2 back panels, and I will need 8 armhole shapes, so arrange them on folded piece of cloth so you can get all sides right. The neckline shape must be cut on folded side because the template is half and we need full neck shape. The armhole shapes, if not cut on folded cloth, then it must face each other like you see here. All the cutting is done and also added interfacing to neckline and armhole shapes, front and back both. To start stitching, first take your front and back piece of shirt and stitch side panels to either side of both pieces. The second step is to attach the neck shape. These are 2 pieces. The front piece has interface attached to it. Place both pieces on top of each other such that the fabric sides of both sides are on top of each other. So attach this piece to the neckline by running a stitch over there like you see here. So both front and back neck pieces are ready. So first cut notches here. Now find the center and cut a notch there. Now cut a notch in the center of the shirt neckline too. So match the notches and pin it up. And now run a stitch over here. Now it's time to attach the armhole shapes. These are armhole shapes. Attach both by running a stitch on the concave side. The bottom side is 1/4 inches narrower than the top side, but that's optional. Cutting both the same size is also fine. So after cutting notches, fold it to the right side and join both edges by running a stitch. If you iron before doing this last step, it will make it look very neat. So here I am ironing it. Then pin it up to the dress armhole and then run a stitch. So after attaching all the pieces to both the front and back panels, attach both parts at shoulders and also run stitches to the sides and also hem by double folding. I am going to attach sleeves to this line here, but before that we will adjust the sleeve cape shape. So place your sleeve template around the armhole shape such that the one side is under the armhole and the other one is on top. And then fold the shape according to the armhole shape. Once you are happy with that, then cut off the extra paper. So now cut the other side according to this side And now your template is ready, so cut your sleeve according to this template. This is how you are going to attach your sleeve. At the top, to avoid the raw edge to show, stitch on the right side like an inch, and then flip it back to the back and sew the rest on the back side. So the sleeve is cut and ready according to the template. So I have already attached this one sleeve over here to this line. And now let me show you how we are going to attach the second sleeve. So take your sleeve and insert it in the armhole and adjust it. Once you are happy with that, then pin it up or hand stitch it and then run a stitch. So this is how it will look after attaching. Thanks for watching and make sure to subscribe to stay connected.